It's TV's biggest night, and it's just around the corner. The Emmy nominations are out, and if you aren't caught up, you have a whole lot of binging to do before the awards are handed out. From murder mysteries...
Oh, goody. The murderers are here.
...to true crime chills...
This case I'm working on is a double murder.
...to laugh-out-loud comedies.
Hello.
I'm the sub.
I thought one of my colleagues here hired a stripper for me.
We have the top Emmy contenders, plus one-on-one with Elle Fanning, Andrew Garfield, and Sarah Paulson, and the oldest ever Emmy nominee. Norman Lear reflects on this new stage in his career.
I had such a good time with all of them.
On the Red Carpet starts now.
Hello and welcome to On the Red Carpet. We're counting down to next month's Primetime Emmys. The nominations are out, and Hollywood is buzzing about who will take home those golden statues. The competition is fierce, and voting is underway right now. The Walt Disney Company has an impressive 147 nominations across its brands and studios, with Disney's streaming platforms, Hulu and Disney Plus, earning 92 nominations. ABC received 23 nominations, with Abbott Elementary leading the way. And with a staggering 17 nominations, Only Murders in the Building is the most nominated freshman comedy of the year. And the much-loved Whodunit series is hoping to make a killing at the Emmys.
We're getting the hang of this. Absolutely. You can tell it's our second season.
Who knew homicide was hilarious? Well, Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez had a pretty good idea. Only Murders in the Building is Hulu's smash hit, with multiple Emmy nominations, including Best Comedy Series.
I've said this before, but chemistry is not a natural. So the chemistry that I feel the three of us have is, good luck, that it worked out. Because it could be different.
I'll be right back. You can't leave me here. I'm not good at parties.
Steve Martin and Martin Short go head-to-head at the Emmys. Both are up for Best Actor in a Comedy Series. But even before a single award is handed out, the cast is already celebrating. The series is confirmed to be returning for a third season of Murder and Mystery.
I hope we just make people laugh and feel good. I don't know, that's the objective. We have a great time.
I think it's a combination that sometimes happens of like a really charming cast, but really great scripts and great directors, and every element of the show is A+, so it shows.
Wow, look at this. Hold it a second. They cropped me out?
If we're talking buzz, we have to talk about Hulu's Dopesick with Michael Keaton. Thanks to brilliant performances and riveting material, it is a major contender to dominate the Emmys.
I know most people don't think about us up there in the mountains.
Well, I knew it was good. I knew the material was good. And then you think, man, this is when then you factor in what it's about, and then, it exponentially gets better.
It's about the devastating toll of the opioid crisis. Based on real stories of Americans who have suffered in the epidemic, Dopesick earned 14 Emmy nominations, with Michael Keaton getting a Best Actor nod, yet another example of the impact this series has made.
People walk up to you on the street a lot and in different parts of the country and say thank you, or talk about how angry they are about what they've watched.
It's already made and encouraged people to do something and take advantage of the opportunity of all of this outrage to maybe make some changes to hold these folks accountable, but also prevent it from happening again.
And with 2 Emmy nominations, one for writing, one for directing, Dopesick creator Danny Strong is leaning into the moment.
Well, it's fun and it's exciting for us filmmakers and people to be nominated, to be honored, to be just discussed about it. It really is exciting, and also, if you have the right attitude, can be a lot of fun.
This was one of the most talked about limited series of the year. Hulu's Pam and Tommy has a total of 10 Emmy nominations, including in some of the big actor categories.
Pamela Anderson.
I've never worked harder on anything in my whole entire life, and so I'm really proud of it.
Lily's hard work paid off. She is up for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Limited or Anthology Series for her portrayal of Pamela Anderson. Sebastian Stan, who played Tommy Lee, is up for lead actor.
Grateful and happy that ultimately, it connected with people, which it seemed like it did. And that people were talking about it and kind of looking back at it now from a different perspective, which I think is what the intention was.
What the hell is this?
Lily and Sebastian's amazing transformations earned Emmy nominations for the show's hair and makeup and costume departments. The show is also up for Best Limited Series. Executive producer and co-star Seth Rogen, who's up for an Outstanding Supporting Actor Emmy, is thrilled about its success.
It's nice when you work on something for years and years and years, and you have like a certain hope and expectation for how it will be received when it comes out, and then it's received pretty much exactly like that. So that's not something that happens all the time, so it's not lost on me.
Marvel is well represented this Emmy season. Moon Knight, the Disney Plus series featuring one of the most obscure MCU characters, got 8 nominations.
There's chaos in here. It was really important that no matter how fantastical things got, that there was an emotional truth happening at all times.
Moon Knight definitely succeeded in that front. The look and feel of the limited series is what earned it 8 nominations in categories including cinematography, sound editing, and stunt coordination.
This was an opportunity to really play with the tone. There's elements of horror, there's adventure, kind of Indiana Jones style. There's a real psychological thriller. It was a scary, exciting challenge, which was one of the elements that made this such an attractive project to be a part of.
Why me? I need your unique Loki perspective. Do I get a weapon? Nah.
The look of Loki is what earned the series 6 Emmy nominations. It's up for production design, cinematography, sound editing, among other technical nods.
Hang on a second. Things have gotten more complicated.
Jeremy Renner and the stunt team on Hawkeye have reason to celebrate. Hawkeye earned 2 nominations for stunt coordination and stunt performances.
A Ravager never flies solo.
Chadwick Boseman earned a posthumous Emmy nomination for voiceover performance in Marvel's animated series, What If? Jeffrey Wright, who voices the narrator, also got a nomination, and the series itself is up for Outstanding Animated Program.
A lot of the fans thanking me for what I did and what I brought to the story, and yeah, so it's been a great reaction.
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
The world of Star Wars is getting props from Emmy voters as well. The Book of Boba Fett has 4 nominations on the technical side, including special effects, sound editing, costumes, and stunt coordination.
Long ago, a great warrior came to this village and entrusted our ancestors with this.
And Star Wars Visions, the collection of animated short films with a new take on the storied franchise, is also being recognized. It's nominated for Outstanding Short Form Animated Program. What We Do in the Shadows is celebrating 7 nominations, including Outstanding Comedy Series and Outstanding Writing. Sure, the bloodsuckers are wacky and play against typical vampire stereotypes, but in between these silly gags, there's also a lot of heart. In Season 3, the vampires of Staten Island jockey for power, search for love, and travel.
I have decided to leave the island of Staten, travel the world, and rediscover my groove.
And no matter what Guillermo does, he still can't get the vampires to turn him.
Guillermo was in a box, unfortunately. Spoiler alerts if you haven't caught up, but he thought he was going to be spending the rest of his life, with Nandor, traveling the world by night. But unfortunately, Laszlo had to do what was right for him to save his lady love.
You are not storming away from me! I am storming away from you! It's one of the breakout shows of the year. Up next, how the cast of Abbott Elementary is reacting to their Emmy nominations.
I've had some wonderful shows in my career, but this
something different.
Plus, Yvette Nicole Brown's plea to Quinta.
Quinta, come on, Quinta. Now you know me. I'm a good friend. I'm a good person. I'm professional. I know lines.
Then our one-on-one with the great star, Elle Fanning.
She's made me feel really kind of invincible in some ways.
And later, recognizing an icon. We'll hear from Norman Lear about being the oldest nominee ever.
Oh my God!
You got nominated?
Oh my God!
You nominated?
Yes!
Love it!
How sweet is Sheryl Lee Ralph's reaction to finding out about her very first Emmy nomination and hearing her son's excitement in the background. Sheryl was nominated for Supporting Actress in the ABC crowd-pleasing comedy, Abbott Elementary.
I'm Janine Teagues. I've been teaching here at Abbott Elementary for a year now. The staff here is incredible.
The show made a splashy debut in its first year, earning a total of 7 Emmy nominations, including Outstanding Comedy Series, Casting, and Writing. Other individual acting nominations include Janelle James, Tyler James Williams, and for the creator, writer and star Quinta Brunson.
So now I have, like a mission of the kind of art I want to make, the kind of television I want to make, the kind of change I'd like to make in the world if given the opportunity. And I think if I just keep doing that, I should be good. And I hope that makes me good enough representation for people.
I thought we could get here. I definitely did. I thought, after we shot our pilot that we had strong performers. And I was like, okay, everyone's on their A game here and the writers are on their A game. So I'm just, excited to be in the conversation.
It is amazing, and I'm a part of it, and it feels so good.
This is all very new to me, not only being a first season show, but being on the show, period, much less a hit, an early hit. It's a lot to wrap your mind around. It's very exciting.
The show is so good, even Yvette Nicole Brown is begging to join the cool crowd in school.
Quinta, come on, Quinta. Now you know me. I'm a good friend. I'm a good person. I'm professional. I know lines. And I'm funny. Quinta, let me come on Abbott Elementary, please. I've been begging. I feel like I don't even care that I'm begging. Quinta, please, let me be on Abbott Elementary.
Many other shows are being recognized, including Atlanta with 3 nominations, including one for lead actor Donald Glover. Blackish received 2 nominations for costumes and hairstyling in its final season, and 2 nominations for American Horror Story, and 2 more for American Horror Stories. How I Met Your Father also received 2 nominations. Grownish is being recognized for outstanding cinematography, as is The Conners. And then there's The Ms. Pat Show. It has 1 nomination for outstanding director. 911 Lone Star is recognized for its stunt coordination, and This Is Us is nominated for outstanding original music and lyrics.
Still ahead, real stories turn into real drama.
There's a wonderful sense of responsibility that you feel as a storyteller.
The headline-grabbing events that made their way onto our televisions this year.
From an acting standpoint, the most challenging thing I've ever done to date.
Plus, our one-on-one with the great star, Elle Fanning.
The weirder, the better with us.
Hulu's The Great plays loose and fast with history when it comes to Catherine the Great, but the show has legitimately landed its 2 leads in the Emmy nomination history book. Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult have joined the First Timers Club.
I bless our new leader, Catherine the Great.
I think you can kind of feel the adrenaline in the second season of all of us wanting to perform and do the best we could.
Elle Fanning definitely hit that mark, earning her very first Emmy nomination for playing Catherine the Great in the show's 2nd season. And her Best Actress nod is just the latest reward from a role that Elle cherishes.
I feel like I've grown so much in myself as a person and also through acting with Catherine. It's like I feel like my capacities have opened up, and she's made me feel really kind of invincible in some ways.
That could have been me!
Co-star Nicholas Hoult can also credit the Great for his first Emmy nomination and for an infusion of fun into the world.
It's like a really fun show to work on and great characters. So I think that's something that if you're having fun and enjoying it, it's kind of infectious when you're watching it.
Nick is the best. I mean, I love him so much. When we get to do those scenes that are kind of like that back and forth, and we really challenge each other. I feel like I have such a support system in him, and it's something that we click.
Should we have sex?
I'd rather choke to death on this tiny chicken.
Andrew Garfield is known for his many memorable movie roles. He's been nominated for an Oscar twice, and now he's adding Emmy nominee to his remarkable resume.
I wonder how something so horrific could have come to pass.
There's a wonderful sense of responsibility that you feel that as a storyteller. It kind of enhances the whole experience and deepens your longing to bring your best work.
And it seems Emmy voters believe Andrew Garfield did just that. He earned a nomination for lead actor in a limited or anthology series for his work in Under the Banner of Heaven. Andrew plays a detective trying to balance faith and justice. This is Andrew's first Emmy nomination for his first television role.
I've never done a miniseries before, so it's kind of interesting to be a part of something that is episodic and that you can be on the ride with an audience.
Another nomination of note, Hulu's Candy is being recognized for outstanding main title design. The drama series is based on the real-life story of Candy Montgomery, a Texas housewife accused of murdering her friend back in 1980. There were other news headlines that turned into TV dramas this year, and Tony Cabrera joins me with a look at that. Hi, Tony.
Hey, George. Impeachment American Crime Story chronicles the affair between former President Bill Clinton and White House intern Monica Lewinsky. It's nominated for 5 Emmys, including Outstanding Lead Actress in a Limited Series for Sarah Paulson.
My calls with Monica.
Sarah Paulson is nearly unrecognizable as Linda Tripp, the whistleblower responsible for exposing former President Bill Clinton's affair.
From an acting standpoint, the most challenging thing I've ever done to date, and maybe ever will get to do.
Paulson immersed herself in the role, using extra time during the pandemic to listen to recordings of Tripp.
I think she believed that there was a real abuse of power happening, and I do think she wanted to be part of the thing that would bring that administration down. But I do also think a large piece of the pie was to protect Monica.
The press will destroy her. You don't know the half of it. That's me, that's my face.
The Dropout is based on the true story of Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes and her journey from Silicon Valley sweetheart to convicted felon. It's nominated for 6 Emmys, including Outstanding Limited Series and Outstanding Actress for Amanda Seyfried.
Just one drop of blood. I just got lucky that I got to portray somebody so multifaceted in a way that felt realistic.
This is an inspiring step forward.
We didn't have her perspective, and we got a little bit of that.
I don't understand how you're doing this extremely complex chemical engineering with a high school degree.
This isn't just my job. This is who I am. Anybody who doubts my company doubts me.
The Dropout is also being recognized for directing, writing, and casting. Amanda says the nomination sweetened the whole experience for her.
It's changed my life.
The Dropout is streaming now on Hulu. George, back to you.
All right, thanks, Tony. Real-life drama is at the heart of some high-profile Emmy-nominated shows. The reality non-scripted category has tension, suspense, and history-making moments.
I mean, I love Disney Week. It's like,
It should be Disney year all the time.
I know.
2 powerhouses join forces and hit all the right notes. A Disney-themed episode of American Idol earned the long-running singing competition show an invitation to the Emmys. And here's a sweet deal. Shark Tank wins a nomination for Outstanding Reality Program. Plus, all the sharks are extra excited after being nominated in the Best Host category. Fancy footwork pays off for the Huff siblings. Step Into the Movies with Derek and Julianne Hough is up for Outstanding Choreography. This is Derek Huff's 12th nomination as a choreographer. Also in the running for Outstanding Choreography, Dancing with the Stars, which picked up a trio of nominations. And finally, with that infamous slap, the Oscars may be the most buzzed about show of the year, and 3 Emmy nominations are keeping the conversation going. The 94th Academy Awards telecast is up for Outstanding Live Variety Special, Outstanding Choreography, and Outstanding Production Design. The Beatles continue to have something to sing about. The Disney Plus docuseries The Beatles Get Back was directed and produced by Peter Jackson.
The documentary is just grinding to a halt.
Grinding to a halt? I think it's taking off. Here we go.
Earning 5 nominations, including directing. The 3-episode series contains previously unseen footage as it follows the iconic band in its making of the 1970 album Let It Be.
Ringo.
And while we're on a Beatles kick, Hulu's Emmy-nominated McCartney 321 follows iconic producer Rick Rubin as he sits down with Paul in a rare, in-depth one-on-one.
What do you remember about this?
At the time, I was just working with this bloke, John. Now I look back and I was working with John Lennon.
All my loving.
The music giants discuss the group's groundbreaking work throughout 6 episodes combined with personal stories of the Fab Four. McCartney 321 is up for 3 nominations.
Still ahead, he's the oldest Emmy nominee ever. We hear from Norman Lear, who's living his best life at 100 years old. Get highlights straight from the red carpet anytime. Follow On the Red Carpet on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. But first, here's a look at some other Emmy nominees. We Feed People has 2 nominations, including Outstanding Documentary. Also nominated in that category, FX's Controlling Britney Spears. National Geographic's Life Below Zero is recognized for cinematography and picture editing. And Hulu's Changing the Game is nominated for Exceptional Merit in Documentary.
My acting life caused me to seek openness and interest in the unseen.
There's always a moment of fear.
Oh, wow!
It's just the unknown, I guess.
Am I going to be 100% safe?
You're going to be like 99.8% safe.
Here goes nothing.
The World According to Jeff Goldblum is nominated for Outstanding Hosted Nonfiction Series. And if you think that show looks fun, get a load of these nominees. The Simpsons is nominated for Outstanding Animated Program, and The Simpsons When Billy Met Lisa is nominated for Outstanding Short Form Animated Program. Then there's Bob's Burgers. It's nominated for Outstanding Animated Program. Archer and Central Park are both being recognized for character voiceover performances. And then there's the animated hybrid show Words with Ike. It's nominated for Outstanding Actor in a Short Form Series. And Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers is nominated for Outstanding TV Movie. Norman Lear is the Television Academy's oldest nominee and winner. So this year, the 100-year-old producer could break his own record.
Please say hello to Norman Lear.
Norman Lear could be saying hello to yet another Emmy. His Live in Front of a Studio Audience, The Facts of Life in Different Strokes, has 2 nominations for Outstanding Variety Special and Production Design.
I think it makes a point that family is family and history is history, but the family doesn't change.
This is the 3rd time Live in Front of a Studio Audience has been nominated. And if Lear and his producing partner Brent Miller have their way, more are on the horizon.
Jimmy Kimmel we're talking about.
If he wants to do another one, we're game. So maybe we'll have one in December.
Please welcome Chris Evans.
Kimmel will be well represented this year. Jimmy Kimmel Live earned its 12th consecutive Emmy nomination for Outstanding Variety Series. So will these pals and producers win big? We'll find out on Emmy night. Looking forward to seeing what Norman Lear does next. We'll find out who takes home all those Emmys on September 12th. And of course, we're going to be there for all the excitement. To get updates anytime, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. See you soon on the red carpet.